Hi everyone. We are doing Next Level Truths. This is episode 2. If you are just coming in, you didn't see part 1, you may want to go back. I'm just going to encapsulate it and keep on going. I talked about things that may happen to you, like energetics of your equipment not functioning properly, physical sensations, strange emotions that come out of nowhere, things that are not your normal baseline experience. You might see large groups of people coming at you, just having strange behavior one after the other that doesn't normally happen. People just staring at you with a really bizarre intensity. It's more than just looking at you. Can be indicative of psionic, what's the word? When you're launching an energetic at somebody. And just general weird behavior. And then I also talked about how I chose to sit in the energetics until I could connect to the web to everyone involved. And I said that there was a trigger that made me finally pull it all together. So that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about triggers because I want to give you tools so that if you're going through things, you can be proactive in solving your own problem. Because at the end of the day, this is an attack on your psyche. There's no one else that can help you with it. Talking about it, giving you tips and things like that can certainly help relieve the pressure. But they're trying to break you. And as I always say, you come in alone and you go out alone, and all you have is you. We can support you, we can guide you through, we can give you tools, but this is something that you have to do yourself. This is a disclosure process to some degree for every single human being on the planet. Now, this is an extreme case. I'm talking to a lot of enlightened beings, light rays, people working on the ascension journey, things of that nature. But everyone is going to be going through it to some degree. It's just to what degree are you going through. So we can all be nicer to each other and a little bit more sympathetic knowing this and knowing the challenges. And most importantly, be confident enough to speak your truth, because how this has always worked since negativity took control of this planet is the inability for people to communicate, people being scared to communicate, and things like that. So that's what we have to do. We have to communicate and tell the truth so that we can all learn from each other. Okay, so I want to talk about the trigger. So I'm seeing all these things, I'm seeing all the people connected together, but it just sounded a little outrageous to me, and I wasn't willing to totally believe it. I needed something more. So I sat there in the energy, allowing myself to be attacked, feeling all the negative emotions that come with it. It was not fun. And until I saw something that triggered me and pulled everything together. Now, this could be different for everybody. If you're trying to figure out if this group of people that you're convinced is working together is indeed working together, or if you're imagining it. There will be something, if it's true. First of all, if you even get that kind of an idea, there's some shit going down that you're not imagining to begin with. And then if you're sitting in the energetics and you're feeling intuitively that it's all connected, it more than likely is, but this is a next step. It might be a dog that you have seen with certain person or certain people, that you see the same exact dog with someone else in that group, or a car, or a person, or a child, or the timing of something is off, some kind of weird behavior overlaps. There will be something that will show you, and it will all click into place. And that's what happened to me. And I'm not going to give away all the tips to the assholes because I know that they watch this, but it was one particular thing that I saw beyond a shadow of a doubt that everything clicked into place. So guess you fucked up, huh? But don't worry, if it weren't that, I would have found another one anyway. So you got to have fun with it. You've got to have fun with it, because really, I was just talking to a friend of mine who's going through a big trauma, and it's really not funny, it's scary. But if you can step outside of that experience and you're watching it and picture it as a Seinfeldian moment, it is freaking hilarious. And that brings me back to alchemy, which I mentioned in the last one. When you go on the roller coaster ride, is it scary or is it exciting? It's the same feeling. What do you choose to do with it? You must be proactive and have fun. How you survive any attack is your mental state. And energetic attacks can be much easier than physical attacks, because There is no limit to your physical vessel, your age, or your anything when you're dealing with energetics, and that's why it's so powerful. So anyway, moving on. I made some notes because I really want this to be informative and not just me rambling. So that's how you can find something that'll trigger. You're looking for something, if you've already suspected, you've gotten to that point and you're connecting the dots, you'll see something out of line that will suddenly connect everyone. Now, the next question might be why? Why would anyone create energetic attacks and target somebody? Many reasons. That they want to come in and get close to someone, draw on their trust and work in teams. Human trafficking. It's another great reason to pass this on to everyone that you know, young, old, anyone. You need to be aware of this, and people again are aware of the physicalities of all these things, but they're not aware of the energetics. We're covering energetics. Robbery. Physical, these are all physical things. Trafficking, robbery, creating a fake relationship, making they think that they're in love with you so they can steal your money or kill you and, get an insurance payout. Doesn't just happen in the movies. These things happen in real life. And then we get to the energetic part. The energetic theft and the energetic theft. Okay. So just as you know that there are gang initiations where people have to show their skill and their badassery and they're willingness to participate by killing somebody. And they might do a drive-by and just kill someone and hope that the bullet hits somebody. Or they may walk up and put the gun right in the middle of someone's head and shoot them in the middle of the head. There's probably some seniority, some skill level, some prestige that comes with taking out, a 35-year-old with big muscles on the sidewalk by putting it against their forehead and pulling a trigger, then doing a drive-by and killing a 3-year-old who's sleeping in his bed. So, light rays, what do you think the benefits are of taking out a light ray? One of the most powerful energetics on the planet. Yeah. So that's why you're targeted. One of many reasons. It could be just simple initiation. Anyone who's operating within that, and there are many different levels. Like I said, there could be innocent people that got sucked into it, people that don't want to be there, maybe people that are there on a mission. And then you also have the full-on demon spawn energetics that are at the core of the organization. Just as you have light organizations that have God, angelics, highest light beings at the core of the energetics, you have the other side. There's always the duality. So by causing death and preferably a long, slow, drawn out torture of all those negative emotions, probably heard about loosh or whatever the word is that they're using for this, about the negative emotions that feed people. It's like, as a light ray, when you see something that makes you so happy and feel good, you get that rush of energy and you want to smile and you might get goosebumps. You hear a good story. Well, they get that rush of energy and joy and goosebumps when they see pain and suffering. Now, these are the videos that no one wants to make. These are the truths that nobody wants to look at. But, you live in a polarized world. You know that this stuff already goes on and, it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. You need to know about it. So, the other thing is when you are operating at such a low frequency. Now, I'm not implying that anyone in the dark groups is stupid, far from it. They're often highly educated, many of them anyway, and they know their stuff. A lot of it's been passed down secretly, skill like any skills, any family skills or group skills, or, there are many groups, there are families, there are organizations and governments and military. There are millions of little groups, and I'm not putting down any of those groups. They're within religious groups too. But within any group, you can have a dark organization, is what I'm saying. You can take a skill like remote viewing and you can use it for good, or you could use it for evil. Kind of like nuclear power, right? Okay, but I'm talking about the dark groups now. They know that at a time like this, especially having so many light rays on the planet, that they have advanced activated light codes and that they're able to get intuitive downloads and information and things like that. They know that there are people that are here, higher light beings that are here to help and assist and deliver messages. Well, naturally, they would want to intercept that. Why? So that they can stop the light rays, so that they can continue the dark agenda, and so that they can also learn tips and tools of the trade, of the energetic war for themselves. All good. It's a war like any other, right? So this is intel. So there have been interceptions through your crown chakra because all the information that comes from higher comes in through your crown chakra. And that's why we talk about the chakra system so much, and they're being attacked because they'll actually try to seal it off or divert it, intercept it, things like that. When you're not having any dreams at all, I didn't have dreams for many, many years because it was completely closed off. It was intercepted or sealed or something like that. I'm not really sure, but that's when you know that something's wrong. I am happy to say that recently my dreams have returned. It was a little bit of a struggle. They were in, out, but now they're back. And I don't plan on giving them up again. So there's that. That's very exciting. So there are things that you can do to defend yourself, which I'm going to be touching on at some point. But I basically just wanted to get a little bit more into it about how to make the connections, the reasons why this kind of thing would be going on. So it really, it's a full spectrum. It can be done for money and power. You know, this is what they've always done. This is how they have their money and power and how they maintain their money and power. Some of them are, it's a job. They're within organizations. They sort of got sucked into it. Some people are drawn to the darkness and the pain. So I think that about covers it. Some people may be doing it for an organization out of a misplaced sense of duty. I don't really know. You know, my duty above anything and all things is to the light, but that's my choice. Other people choose other things, like their spouses or their country or their whatever, their crack habit, you know, who knows? So, what you need to say about this is you just need to trust yourself. You need to be clear. You need to be organized. Take notes if you need to. Have a system set up of what you're going to do when you leave the house. Once you see the patterns happening, organize yourself, organize your thoughts. If you don't have anyone to talk to, if you go online with the intention, this is where your own scalar wave generation and power and energy comes from. You can bring to you whatever you want. If you already have a spiritual system where you are praying up, not praying down, I'm not talking to the ones that are praying down, otherwise you need to go join the other side. You can get help and you can get assistance if you're not used to doing that, if you're not used to reaching out to ascended masters and angels and high vibrational light beings in general. This will be new for you, but there's lots of information on how to do it. That's what I would recommend doing. It's going to feel a lot better. They're likely already there, especially if you're here doing this work, but you just may not be aware of it. Become aware of it. They would like very much for you to become aware of it and have your communication clearer to fulfill your purpose, you know? And just knowing what I'm saying and then actually seeing it in your experience and being aware of it is going to create a protective barrier. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. It's a natural reflex then to create a protective barrier. As a scalar wave generator, as a powerful human being, I don't care what level you're on. You have no idea how powerful you are. That's what this great war is about. Why? And I just throw the little monkeys in a cage, and because you're a powerful scalar wave generator and they want your generation power. That's why. That's why we go through the whole big charades and the whole big, because you're more powerful by harnessing your energy than by not having you around at all. Okay? And the more powerful energetic field you can create, then the more valuable you are. So that's what's going on there. So one powerful light or a scalar wave generator can take on packs of darkness and still do pretty well. So that's what they don't want you to know. And you know, you get out what you put in, and you have to be fearless. Everything that you hear about emotions and fear and all the vibrational things, and which brings me to this: why are they coming after you? Why can't they get stuff out of you? Why can't they just, especially with technology, intercept messages that are coming in? Why can't they just snatch them out? Because they have incredible psionic skills. Because you cannot be on low frequency and access a high frequency. It's like dog whistles. We can only hear in certain frequencies, but the dog can hear it easily. So there are certain things that they cannot do, which they want from you. So if they can get you to join, this is what a fallen angel is. That's how they get them. The light ray comes in and they, for whatever reason, decide to cross over, and then they become that. They go from this to that. And it's a choice, and it's fine. That's a really, really, really big score, right? They also go back the other way, which is why I don't leave any man behind, you know? But neither am I going to be your pincushion or your doormat or anything else. I'm simply saying that you have options, but torturing me is not one of the options that I'm willing to participate in. So you're strong. And as we're able to get more and more messages out there like this, and groups put together, and more people aware of what's going on or interested in learning about what's going on, you will not be so alone. And that's what they're really scared of, you know? That's what they're really scared of. Because you know how it works with the math. You know, when you put two people together in a room, you don't get double the strength. It just starts multiplying exponentially. But that's another video, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that it gave somebody some good tips or a little bit of comfort. And hopefully I'll see you on episode 3. Bye.